it blunt? Or blunt only?
Are you still shooting this?
Hello, and welcome to Stage, Screen, and In Between. I'm Helen. We're at Sara Herbert Galloway's party for her birthday at Space 16 out in Southampton. And I've come across the most wonderful artist, Judith Unger. Judith, your pieces are so unique and magnificent. Tell me, how long have you been creating these masterpieces?
I've been doing art since I've been 2 years old. But I've been doing clay work for years and years and years.
Well, they're really outstanding. Can I ask you, what's your inspiration? Because actually the figure on it, as I mentioned to you, reminds me of you.
People always say that. I always think they're prettier than I am. Strong women who aren't afraid of their sensuality, and I guess it's my inner self coming out with my clay work. The pieces are one of a kind, and they're each unique.
Now, what is the process, and how long does it take you to make a piece like that?
It's a hand-built sculpting process. It can take weeks of thought. It can take weeks of working on and development. It's fired many, many times in the kiln. And as I like to say to people, it's taking me 50 some odd years to make that piece.
Yeah, it's a lifetime of experience. Now, do you work in any other media other than, is this considered sculpture, clay?
Yes. Sculpture clay.
Do you work in another medium?
Yeah, I love to draw.
You do?
Yeah.
I love pastels. Do you ever use pastels?
I do. I basically use Conte crayon and things like that.
Now, is there a website where someone can find out more about you, or maybe, buy something that you have?
Sure. It's Judith Unger. I'm on Facebook is my business. And
spell your last name.
Unger. And my website is www.judithunger.com.
Thank you, Judith. I'm going to take a pan of this beautiful, beautiful piece right now.
Thank you.
You know what? I have a good idea. Why don't we lift it and put it on camera right now so people can see what we're talking about?
Sure.
Now, how many pounds is this?
About 45.
It's about 40. Now, this is baked, you say a kiln. Now, is a kiln an oven?
Yeah, it's an oven that goes up to, I bring it up to probably 2,500 degrees. Yeah.
And how long do you bake it? You bake it for?
The firing can take anywhere usually between 8 and 12 hours.
So do you paint it before or afterwards?
It's called glaze, and I glaze it afterwards, and sometimes I put it back into the kiln many times to get layers of glaze at different temperatures.
Yeah, I love your the coloring that you have on this. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi. I'm here at Space 16 with the beautiful owner, Daniella. Daniella, you have a beautiful shop here in Southampton. What's your last name?
Well, first and foremost, hi.
Hi.
So happy you are here actually with us to enjoy these festivities. So my name is Daniella and last name is Aradnikova. It's pretty long, yes. So we're just gonna stick with Space 16 for now.
Oh, okay. Now, you were telling me that this is your second summer here. Am I correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And you have lovely, lovely clothes. Have you always been in this kind of business? Do you have fashion background? Because you look like a model. You're tall and thin.
Well, it started about 2 decades ago, yes. I was a runway model, signed with Elite Runway, and then I was exposed to fashion world, philanthropy, art, and I was blessed enough to combine all the elements and all the experience I've had in the past 14 months. And yes, Space 16 company was born exactly here in Southampton, and we are convergence of art and style. So the white on white serves as a blank canvas for artists, designers to showcase their beautiful creations. And more importantly, we always put emphasis and focus on non-for-profits. So last year we started with an organization very close to us. In a city, we continued with local organizations. And now with what's going on in the world, we love to support the Wounded Warrior Project. That being said, everybody can participate. You can bring your old clothing, obviously in proper shape, and the articles can be donated to Wounded Warrior Project families. And as a customer, you can that way earn yourself a discount from new purchases. So it's a full circle.
So do you actually collect clothing here for the Wounded Warriors? Oh, that's wonderful. Now, is it from children all the way up, or it's just men's clothing?
Everything. Unfortunately, there's more people affected by harshness of certain situations than we think. So yes, children, adults.
Yes. So now you had said you're from Czechoslovakia. Did you witness hardships back in your own country? Is that why you have a particular interest in helping others?
Well, yes, I grew up during communism, so I'm very familiar with injustice, prejudice, yes, and there's a couple of situations that I witnessed firsthand growing up, not particularly towards me, but towards friends, and yeah.
So let me ask you, do you have any fashion shows that you do, or?
Well, in a city, what we've done, we always elevated different superb talents, winners of Project Runway, already established designers. So yeah, we do have different events. Our next event here will be the 7th of August, the following August 8th. So from book signing to couture, Victor de Souza, collaboration with The Hope.
This is really a charity and an entertainment center. This isn't just a clothing store. Really? I mean, you're really in touch with the community, with the art world, with the fashion world, with people that are in need. That's wonderful of you, really.
Well, I love people. I was fortunate and still blessed that, look, I'm so proud to call each and every one of these wonderful individuals a friend. So yeah, I do treasure and appreciate the opportunities too.
Now let me ask you, if you let me in on a secret, you're so nice and tall and thin. What do you limit your diet to?
I give thanks to stress.
Stress! So you're one of the people that when you're stressed out, you don't eat, as opposed to some of us that when you're stressed, we eat.
Sorry, no, I eat, but I think when I'm stressed out, and I'm pretty ADD, obviously, I burn a lot of calories. Yeah.
Well, you're beautiful, you're tall and thin, you've got it all, and the best of luck for continued success here at Space 16.
Thank you. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm here with the beautiful people.
You are. And you are beautiful.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
Sara's birthday. My name is Cristina Fontanelli, and I'll give you my rendition, and then we'll sing it through again. How's that?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
That's it for today. Show is over. The show is over.
Sarah, you can have your cake and eat it too. Sarah.
Inside?
That's it. Quickly, I want you to meet my friend Nina. See, your birthday was a cause.
We're gonna get cake for everybody.
You look good in there, lady.
Oh, thank you.
It's made for you. You
my
can tell.
baby.
This is the best kind of baby.
I love this car.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Hello. Well, you just had a birthday party that we will never forget. I'm here with Sara. Sara, tell my audience your whole name.
Hi, I'm Sara Herbert Galloway.
And she is a humanitarian, and we're sitting right now in her Rolls Royce. And I'm glad that we are. You know why? Because it's people like her that help charities throughout the world. If it wasn't for people like you, there's a lot of people that would go hungry, without clothes, without medical care. So tell me, what's near and dear to your heart?
Well, I'm very active with an organization called the National Meningitis Association because my friend's son had meningitis and is a quadruple amputee. My history is that I was a registered nurse. I still have my RN and put myself through nursing school in Pittsburgh by modeling. And then I became a model and actress. I moved to New York after meeting Johnny Casablancas at a modeling seminar.
Yeah.
And I was a double agent because I worked as a registered nurse, what they call per diem and private duty. And in my other life was that I was modeling and acting and totally typecast to play the part of a nurse. And I kept saying, I can be sexy, I could be, this, I could be that, I could be a villain. And they would be like, but you're a nurse. So I was just marketed as a nurse, and I was fortunate enough to be the Carrie Lotion lady and play on soap operas. And when I had children, it became difficult to do all of those things. And I really wanted just to be a mom and raise my children. And I was at home, but my husband at that time was very active with the UJA and Israel Bonds, so we were going to Israel and helping the Russians and the Ethiopians assimilate, and we were doing a lot of charity work, and then I just continued the charity work more so as the children grew older because I wanted to instill that in them.
Yeah, and plus you probably had a little more free time, right?
I made more free time. I never have free time. I don't think I think you just have to carve that time out, and know that we are blessed.
Yeah.
Many of us are blessed in this country, but also in the world, but many people are in need. So
you're all about giving back. And now let's go back. You spoke about meningitis. Now I happen to know that sometimes even if you have an inoculation, you can still get meningitis. Isn't that frightening?
Yes, it is. And there are booster shots. If you look at www.nmaus.org, that's the National Meningitis Association United States.org. Their website, it gives all the criteria for vaccines, boosters.
Yeah, and isn't it very important that you get to a doctor right away if you feel symptoms? And some of the things like don't drink out of someone else's water bottle. Give us some tips.
Well, yes, don't share any drinking glasses, bottles, and if it mimics the flu, so you get a stiff neck, you get fevered, you feel lousy, nauseous, and really by the time you're deciding should I take Advil or Tylenol, you could be dead because meningococcal meningitis can kill you within 24 hours without treatment.
So on a happier note, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And what do you want for the next year? I think somebody told me that you want to go back to acting. Is that true?
I've been considering going back to acting. I do a lot of spokesperson work now for various charities. Okay. And I work also in human trafficking or helping to prevent human trafficking. And I thought, I want to have some fun. It wouldn't be bad to go put myself back out there and see what acting work comes up. And
why not? You're beautiful. And not only that, but being that you have that inclination to do that, I wouldn't be surprised if there are lives in that field that it's meant for you to touch.
You never know. Well, that's how the charity work began. It was just wanting to give back, wanting to help people. And if I can use acting as a way to raise awareness, and help people.
Yes.
I'm all about helping people.
Yes, and you'll be able to meet celebrities, and they all want to help too. So many do want to help because they realize that they're blessed and they want to give back, True. So is there a place where somebody can reach you or one of your foundations if they want to know more about what you do or help in some way?
Well, I have a website, herbertcollection.com, because I also photograph a little bit in my spare time. I'm also on the board of directors of a wonderful organization called the J. Luce Foundation, and that's another a charity that's very near to my heart, Orphans International Worldwide. I just hosted a big event in Greenwich for them, and we were helping orphans in Indonesia. And so you can find me mainly on my website, herbertcollection.com, and my Facebook page, and then Twitter, and I'm all over.
You're all over on the internet and in the world. Thank you so much, Sara, and a very, very happy and blessed birthday.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview. I'm honored. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, and we're at Space 16, and I'm with the beautiful and very talented opera star, Cristina Fontanelli. Cristina, you look marvelous.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Helen. It's great.
And you sounded so beautiful. Cristina came by tonight to sing Sara a happy birthday, and boy, did she have an outrageous experience. On the last note, the fire alarm went off because we all had sparklers to celebrate the occasion, and you got that last note out so beautifully, I might add, and then everything went topsy-turvy, didn't it?
It was an amazing moment in my career. That has never happened. You've heard of glasses breaking. Well, I never heard of a fire alarm going off the second I finised the high note.
It was unbelievable. And you know what? It was a good thing it was afterwards, because with all that smoke, I don't think that you could have carried another note.
No, I couldn't have. It's really...
We'll always remember that, because we had to leave the space, and but we'll always remember it, and we still wish Sara a very happy birthday just the same.
Yeah, they said it's the hottest happening in the Hamptons. The hottest birthday party in the Hamptons.
For sure, and that was proof of it. So, Cristina, tell me, you're bringing opera to the Hamptons, and you have a very big event coming up tomorrow night. Is that at Duck Walk Vineyards? Am I correct?
Yes, Duck Walk North, which is in Southampton, and it's in memory of Dr. Dan Damianos, the Long Island wine pioneer. You should look him up, everyone. Read about him. He's an amazing man. He passed away last year, owner of the vineyard, who happened to love the opera. So I've sung at the vineyard many times, his vineyard. This year is super special because of it's in his memory. And also, going forward, I will have some hand in running the opera company. So all of you, I might need to take an associate or something, because I'm too busy with my own singing and performing. But we hope to bring beautiful music. It's not only opera, it's also Broadway. It's from opera to Broadway. And tomorrow night we have incredible singers, including myself, a wonderful tenor, wonderful baritone, and a little 9-year-old from Southold Elementary School, Caitlin Heath, that will sing for the audience.
Oh. Now, Cristina, you sing worldwide. Can you tell us some of the places that you've had the opportunity to visit?
Oh my goodness, I really have. I've sung all over the United States. The Kennedy Center, Lincoln Center, Philadelphia Academy of Music. I've been to the Middle East, Istanbul, Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, even Africa.
What's your favorite song to sing?
Oh my goodness, my favorite. Well, the one that's most requested is definitely Ave Maria. The Ave Maria is the most requested. The second most requested is Mama.
Oh. So I've heard her sing both, and you cry through Ave Maria and Mama. Depending what order she sings it, you're still crying.
Yeah. But I love so much music. I sing in 8 languages, and most people know me as an Italian singer because I'm well known in that area.
And you have an Italian last name, Fontanelli. Come on.
Exactly. But I do enjoy, when I was in Japan, I sang in Japanese and Korean. I sing in Yiddish. I sing Spanish, German, French. I sing whatever the occasion requires.
Right. And she even sings Happy Birthday, as she did tonight. So, Cristina, if somebody wants to know more about you or get in touch with you, do you have a website?
Oh, yes, of course. I have a website, which is my name, www.CristinaFontanelli.com. Cristina without an H. I don't know if you'll put the titles. And look me up on Facebook. Please friend me or like my fan page. I'd love to get to know you. I have people coming from my shows, to my shows from all over the world, thanks to Facebook. Yes.
That's a great networking tool. Well, Cristina, thank you so much for speaking with me, and I look forward to being at another one of your concerts.
I hope you can make it soon. Thank you for having me on your show.
My pleasure.
Thank you.